What is going on, my Patriots? How y'all guys doing on All American Sports Network? First time tuning into the broadcast, do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell up top. Please like and share. Please like and share. If that being said, shout out to my boy. You ain't wrong. Got to make you a producer as soon as I get things started on this channel. We still growing. Let's jump into this. What did I tell y'all? I told you and I told y'all and I told y'all that Urban Meyer was going to be out of here. I just didn't know it was going to be this soon. Yes, right. The Jacksonville Jaguars organization front office slash Shad Khan told, oh boy, pack your office out. You're done. Now, how did we get here? How did we get here? Remember now, not not 4 months ago, he was supposed to be the end all be all. This was supposed to be the man, the myth, the legend. But unfortunately, it didn't turn out to be that way. So I'm going to read a report here and break it down while reading this report a little bit. If you want to read it without me breaking it down, you can always go to Sporting News. I'll put the link down below. But we are going to talk about how we got here. Urban Meyer is fired. Timeline of the NFL dysfunction with Jaguars, from Chris Doyle hire to the Josh Lambo's death knell. Now, the Jaguars made a splash hire during 2021 NFL offseason. They fired Doug Marrone following 4 years with the team. Then they brought in Urban Meyer. Now, Myer has never held an NFL job, but he had a record in college for 17 years, 186 to 32. Okay, that is an 85.3% winning streak during his 17-year career in the college football um, arena. Now, Jaguars owner Shad Khan was excited about Myers joining the Jaguars, as he communicated in a statement after he was hired. This is a great day for Jacksonville and Jaguar fans everywhere. Khan said, Urban Meyer is one we want and need, a leader, winner, and champion who demands excellence and produce results. Now, I want you to hear what I just said. Champion and produce results. Okay? Now, he isn't as proud now because Meyer's brief tenure in Jacksonville ended the morning of December 16th after 13 games, a series of controversies and scandals. Khan fired Myers hours after former Jaguars kicker Josh Lambo accused Myers of kicking him at practice last August. Now let's go into that part here. I won't be able to share it on the screen. I think I could be. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to go back to it in a minute. Now, this is what was told by Josh Lambo. Now, Josh Lambo said he was the target and that it happened in the lead up to an exposition game last August. Now, he said he came forward with the claim now because of recent negative stories about Myer. In Lambo's mind, Myer is a bully who must be stood up to. Myer said that Lambo wasn't telling an accurate story, and there are witnesses who could prove that. But he also didn't deny putting his foot to Lambo's leg. So that's where I say you fired yourself, okay? Because you just said it didn't went down like that, but you didn't deny putting your foot on his leg. So why are you putting your foot on your player's leg? Like, you're the coach, man. You got one job in life. That is to coach the team. You're not supposed to be out here trying to, you know what I'm saying, strong arm the team. Like, this is too much you're doing, man. You're doing too much. Now, this is what Lambo told the Tampa Bay Times for a story that was published Wednesday. He said that the man kicked him during practice prior to the Jaguars preseason finale against the Cowboys. Lambo had not made a field goal attempt during the first 2 weeks of the preseason. Myer, Lambo said kicked him as he was stretching, and then delivered this encouragement. Hey, Dip, you know what? Can't say on this channel. It's PG friendly. Make your effing kicks. Lambeau rated the kick a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10 for fullness. So here's the thing. You an NFL player. Your coach kick you. That right there makes you feel like, what? Did my boss just kick an employee? Like, he kicked me. Who? What? Man, it gets crazier on the story. So Lambeau, who's a 7-year NFL veteran, said he told Myer to never kick him again, adding his own obscenities. But Myer came right back at him. I'm the head ball coach. I kick you whenever the F I want. This is a sign of power. Wouldn't I tell y'all that Urban Meyer got a power trip? I told y'all that. I told y'all that. I told y'all that. When I first heard this story about Myers with the college girls and the way his wife heard up and apologized about it or covered for him, that's a dude that's got a power trip, man. The dude got a power trip, for real, for real. Now, the two men spoke again the next day at the team facility in the nutrition line, okay? Now, he said that Myer told him he should have waited until the two could speak privately. Lambeau also said that Myer threatened him with his job, saying the kicker was the first player I've ever let speak to me that way in my career, and if you do it again, you're gone. It's not surprising that Myer hasn't been told off by a player before until this year. He had only coached college athletes. The power dynamic was titled entirely towards him. So let me get y'all started the difference between college and NFL, okay? Before y'all start freaking out and say, well, why was he able to do that? Like, that's disgusting. Yeah, you're right. When you're in the college atmosphere, these kids are on scholarships. You know, they're on academic scholarships. You know what I'm saying? They got somebody, sponsoring them. Thank you. Thank you, JH. I appreciate you. I got your email. I'm going to respond. I just been nonstop at it. But when you get into when you get in the NFL arena, these guys are grown men, okay? They getting paid to play the game. They got agents. They got all this. They got so many amenities to help them negotiate deals to get off teams that they don't feel comfortable with. That when you do something like that, your name is going to go drag through the mud. For real. So you can't go in there acting like you Billy Bad Billy Bad A, okay? You can't do it. I mean, look at Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick does all the stuff he wants to do back to a player strategically. You got to be strategic with these guys within the guidelines if you're trying to get back at them or motivate them to play better. But threatening and acting crazy like that, oh no. You mess around and get one of these knuckleheads that come from the stand or come from Glacier Valley, aka the trailer park, it's over, bro. They gonna dump you down, man. You can't do that. You can't do that. Come on, man. So Lambeau told his agent Richard Irvin about the kick, and Irvin informed the Jaguars legal team. Now the Jaguars confirmed to the Times they were made aware of the incident on the 27th and said they offered to set up meetings directly with Lambeau or between Lambeau and coaches. Lambeau said he didn't remember being given an opportunity to do so. Again, this is another example of Jaguars front office always failing, but we'll talk about that later on in this segment. So Myers, in his non-denial, said the incident never came up during later conversations he and the general manager Trent Baalke had with Lambeau as Lambeau continued to struggle to make kicks. So that was the first one. So let's get back to the main story here. So we got the kicking incident with Josh Lambeau. Now, after deliberation over many weeks and thoughts analysis of entirely Urban's tenure with our team, I am bitterly disappointed to arrive at the conclusion that an immediate change is imperative for everyone. Khan said in the statement. The team's performance wasn't good. Jacksonville fell 2-11 after a 20-0 Week 14 loss to the Titans. Jaguar players have had issues with Myers at times throughout the seasons as well. That's true. Below is a recap of Meyer's only season with Jaguars and all of the juicy drama that came with it. So again, we're gonna break it down too. January 14th, they hired him. Urban Meyer, he gonna replace Doug Marrone. We all excited. And his coaching post since he left Ohio State in 2018. Because see, when he left Ohio State, he was a winner. So he took 3 years off. 3 years off, you thinking, all right, you going into the, NFL arena, you probably gonna be A-okay, right? What's up, Cool Kasami? Hit that like button, brother. Trying to get it popping. So then on February the 11th, Myers hired former Iowa strength and conditioning coach Chris Doyle, who was replaced on leave in 2020 as he directed racist language at his players. Meyer defended the team's decision to hire Doyle. I vet everyone on our staff. Oh, Lord. Let me see what he says. He says, I vet everyone on our staff. And like I said, the relationship goes back close to 20 years and a lot of hard questions asked, a lot of vetting involved with all our staff. Maya said per ESPN, we did a very good job vetting that one. Now here's my thing. That was already not a good look. You're in a league with predominantly black players. You got a guy who allegedly has a reputation of being racist. You should have, at best, ran over by the guys and let them be the judge of how he proceeds and carry himself. So right there, you messing up. Not including the team. Gotcha. The Fritz Paulus Alliance, which is February 12, 2021, a foundation that promotes diversity within the NFL, slams Meyer's decision to hire Dole. So, they released a statement. I'm not reading all that. It's too long. And then on the 12th of 2021, Dole resigned from Jaguars, citing that he had become a distraction for the team. Myers accepted resignation in a statement. Chris Dole came to us this evening, submitted his resignation, and we have accepted it. Chris did not want to be a distraction to what we are building in Jacksonville. We are responsible for all aspects of our program. He probably looked at it as he couldn't bully these football players. Again, football players are different than college players. When you play in professional sports, it's a whole different ball game. So that right there tells you all. Then March 29, 2021, Myer discussed the departure of Dole when ABC's Peter King and notes that he wants nothing to distract his team in 2021. I did a due diligence on that, Myer said. But one thing I made a self-promise. If a distraction, it was the right thing for Chris to move on because it becomes a distraction to our team. Anything that's a distraction to our team, I want to make sure we avoid. Now, in April 29, 2021, the Jags agreed to try out Tim Tebow. Now, we talked about this. Tim Tebow wanted to try out. They made him a tight end, and we already know how that went. That didn't go so good. Okay. Hold on for 1 second, guys. Hold on. Alright, let's see what we got here. But anyway, let's get back to the story at hand. So now we at that timeline. Then he turns around. Tebow didn't do so good. All right, because he signed him in May 10, 2021. Then May 21st, 2021, Jaguars special team coordinator Brian Snyder steps away from the post for personal reasons. He did the same thing in 2020 when he was with the Seahawks. The Jaguars later hired another Seahawk assistant, Nick Sorensen, to serve as special teams coordinator. I don't know. It seems like Jaguars always get the worst people. Like, I don't get this. And they're obviously the worst. July 1st, 2021, the Jags are fined $200,000, and Myers is personally fined $100K after the team violated the non-contract rule during OTAs in previous months. Oh Lord. August 17, 2021, Tim Tebow is released by the Jaguars among their first 5 roster cuts of 2021 NFL's all-season. Myer called the decision tough. Yeah, I bet. We knew it was an uphill battle for Tim. Players loved him, locker room loved him, but it was the right thing. Oh, Lord. All right, here we go. August 26, 2021. That's when the reports start coming out. Reports emerged that Jaguar players aren't thrilled with Myers' coaching style out of the gate. Again, he thought he was coaching college football. These are grown men. You messing with grown folk. You can't do that with grown folk. Oh, give me 1 minute. Let me get a drink. All right. I do that for a minute. Then they talked about the vaccination status. Mike said that vaccinated status was certainly in consideration when the Jags were making their final roster cuts. The prompts and NFL investigation to the matter since the league doesn't require players to be vaccinated. Again, he messing up. I think he thought he was in college football. Jaguars released a statement denying Myers' claim. Oh, Lord. It's a lot. Hold on. Denying Myers' claim and explained that they have vaccinated and unvaccinated players on their roster. All right. September the 12th, 2021. I'll give me 1 second. All right, y'all, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to talk to my oldest son. Anyway, then after this went down, right, he talking about all this vaccination stuff that was not true. On September 12, 2021, Jason LaCanfora reports that Urban Meyer's unhinged coaching style is causing issues with the Jaguars coaching staff and locker room. He said there's a disconnect at time between the members of the staff with extensive pro experience and those who lack it. And Morrow has suffered as the outbursts have continued. LaCanfora reports. His fiery remarks to players and coaches after games have always struck many as bizarre. Then they dropped the 0-2 on September the 20th, 2021, after a 23-13 loss to Broncos. That prompted a strange statement from Myers via the Jaguars' official Twitter account. Y'all, listen to this. And listen to what he said. A message for Duval on Twitter. Okay? And I don't know what it was, but it was a weird little thing he had. Broncos coach Vic Fangio reveals that Myer said every week is like playing Alabama in the NFL. Myer is shredded for these comments. Wow. John Gruden resigns, explaining the emails that. Okay, my bad. I don't know why I said that. October the 1st, 2021. Now the Jaguars blow a 14-0 first half lead against the Bengals and lose 24-21 on the road. Now I've seen this game. Guys, Jacksonville could have won. I knew it was a coaching problem. Jaguars is a very talented team. In fact, they got enough talent. They should have made playoffs this year. They should not be a 2-10 team right now. They should be a playoff team. Literally a playoff team. This is how crazy this sounds. But I'm going to continue. See, on the road, Myers didn't fly home with the team after the Thursday night game. He stayed in Ohio and traveled from Cincinnati to Columbus to visit family during the mini-bye. This is when it gets spicy. October the 2nd, 2021, a raunchy video of Urban Meyer dancing with a younger woman at an Ohio bar goes viral. Myer has been married to his wife, Shelly, since 1986. Then on October the 4th, Myers apologized to his team for being a distraction. He says his actions were just stupid. And here's a release what he said. There's a picture somewhere out there. Oh, anyway, October the 5th, reports leaked that Jaguars are having closed-door meetings and discussions about Urban Meyer's future ahead of their game against the Titans. The reports mention a potential moral clause in his contract where another says that Myers has zero credibility with the Jaguars. Now, while they had that meeting, they probably was going to cut him then. But Shad Khan is a good guy. You know, like any guy that's trying to not feel like they regret their decision or have buyer's remorse, he just said, well, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give him a chance. We're going to give him that shot to make it right. Okay? That's what they said. I'm quite sure that's what they said. Jaguars owner Shad Khan released a statement and he called Myers' actions inexcusable and said that Myers must regain our trust and respect moving forward. Now, let me tell you something about an owner. When they say you must regain my trust and respect, that's a way of saying you need to win football games, Myer. You need to win football games. You need to change it up. You need to be nice, something. You need to get guys to participate. Now, October 10th, 2021, the Jaguars lose to the Titans 37-19 to drop to 0-5 on the season. Myer is questioned about not having Trevor Lawrence try to sneak the ball in on the 4th and inches in the fourth quarter of the game to cut the Titans, then 31-19 lead to single digits. And guys, let me tell y'all something. I'm praying to God that Trevor Lawrence don't turn into an Andrew Luck. This is what happened to Andrew Luck when he went to the Colts. He didn't have no support. The team kept being tumultuous. And by the time Andrew Luck did got a shot, an opportunity to flourish and to go somewhere else and use the flourishing tools, he had none. He didn't have any. And I'm so scared this was going to happen to Trevor Lawrence because he's heading to the same path. I don't know who his agent is, but I'll be making some kind of reservations to get this kid in the organization, even if he has to be a backup for a whole long while, to where when it's his time to shine, it's his time to shine. Now, after they lose to that, they cut the Titans, then 31-19 lead to single digits. And he was like, he's not quite comfortable with that yet, Myer said. I know that might sound silly, but if you've never done it, it's something we need to keep working on so that we can make that call in that situation. Doesn't matter. If he's not good at it, you get him to practice. You do it in practice. You do it on the field live. It's how you get better. Practice makes perfect. Because apparently there was a disconnect between him and Lawrence, who was more than okay with the idea of sneaking it up the middle. Quarterback sneak is something we can always get to, and I feel comfortable with. So see, again, lies. This is why you losing your team confidence. You lying. Then Myers earned his first win. Okay, he went to London. He beat Miami 23-20, which was not the best game in the world, but maybe it's because he really wanted to enjoy the sights of London and not be messed with. So everybody thought they were back on the winning track. Then the Jaguars earned their second win of the season and beating the Bills 9-6. All right, they're feeling about themselves. They're feeling good. Then after a relatively quiet November that ended with 3 consecutive losses, the Notre Dame coach job opens up. Myer, who has previously said that coaching the Fighting Irish is his dream job, steadfastly denied that he would be a candidate for the opening. Well, right now, the way he did the NFL, I don't see him being a candidate for any of those 6 jobs. If he's with the Fighting Irish, man, Lord have mercy. That's all I can say. Then December 3rd, Notre Dame hires Marcus Freeman as the new head coach. There's no indication that Myer was considered for the opening. The Jaguars dropped their 4th straight game to the Rams, 37-7. Now they're 2-10 in the season. Starting running back James Robinson admitted he had confused that the Jaguar coaching staff gave him 3 carries on the final drive of the game. He had been benched for a fumble earlier and was dealing with heel and ankle injuries. I'm not sure what the point of that was, Robinson said. The Jaguars' decision. Myers had been asked about the decision at the post-game news conference on that Sunday. He deflected. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to. Yeah, he deflected the blame in the running backs coach, Bernie Pomerlee. That's a good question, Maya said, when asked about Robinson's usage. I know that there's a running back rotation. We worried about, yeah, that's what he said. And then some other jargon I'm not even going to get into. Then on the 8th, Trevor Lawrence speaks about Jaguars' usage of Robinson and reveals that he actually requested that Robinson be used more after missing large chunks of back-to-back games following fumbles. James is one of our best players to be on the field, Lawrence said. I think we're all on the same page as let me see. We're on the same page, so there's no confusion there. And then that's when December 11th came about the bombshell report about Myer Jaguars, the tensions boiling in the locker room. Pelosi, Pelsori reveals that Myer actually stopped Robinson from re-entering the game against the Rams after his fumble and only allowed him back in after Lawrence requested that play. You know, he denied that too. And yeah. And that was it, man. I mean, and then we got him today where he got fired. So what I think about Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer got in his own darn way. That's what I think about Urban Meyer. he got in his own way. See, Urban Meyer had it made. All he had to do was utilize his talented players and not treat them like they're in college, but treat them as grown men. Grown men. He didn't want to do that. No. He didn't want to treat them as grown men. He wanted to be a dictator. He was feeling himself so much that now he doesn't have a job. And now he'll go as a legend in college football, but be remembered as a failure in the NFL. No team is not going to take him in the NFL. They're just seeing how reckless he is. Nobody's not going to put that on their players. These guys get paid money, millions of dollars to be stress-free. And who wants to pay somebody millions of dollars and they're not feeling the stress-free at all? Nobody's doing that. So, son, nobody's doing that. So, with that being said, this is it for Urban Meyer, man. I don't see him get back in the sports scene. I really don't. But now, as for Jaguars, what I think Jags need to do, the Jaguars need to get, Shad Khan needs to clean out the whole front office, and he needs to evaluate the coaches they got and start anew. You need to get real quality people. Don't get these people that say, well, I have an amazing career in college football and no football experience. You need to get a person that's got NFL experience. That's what you need. You need a front office you can rely on. That way, when you make these decisions or run it by them, I want this guy, that guy, they can vet them properly. If he be back, it's not going to be nothing major, man. If he be back, man, it's going to be college circuit. Nobody's taking Urban Meyer, man. The dude is horrible. I mean, they about to release reports about how horrible he was. But anyway, y'all get in the comment section and you tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think that Urban Meyer deserved to be fired for the antics he was doing? Do you think that this was another example of poor selection when it comes to a NFL player or any other sports model? Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.